Well, due to circumstances beyond my control, I ended up with a 3-day weekend. So, cool. Showed up for work this morning and a key piece of equipment had broken down. So, they pretty much said rather than have us sit around while they fix it, they just sent us home. So, what are you going to do? Now, my current job, I don't know if I've really talked about it. I'll just be brief. I work for a heavy construction company based in the Edmonton area. I run what is commonly referred to as a rock truck. It's basically a big off-road 6-wheel drive dump truck. Not quite the kind that you'd see in those big huge strip mines, but kind of a midpoint between like your typical highway dump truck and those huge mining dump trucks. The proper name for it is an articulated hauler. They're anywhere from 30 to 35 ton weight capacity. They're big trucks, but they're designed specifically for off-road, for all-terrain. They're very sure-footed and quite easy to drive. It's not a difficult job. And really, it's kind of boring. I'm going to be quite honest. But it's still interesting. It gives me a lot of time to think. It gives me a lot of time to listen to a lot of podcasts and listen to the same lousy music on the same lousy radio stations day in and day out. So sometimes I'll just turn my radio off and just think about what I want to do with this YouTube channel. And a couple of weeks ago in a vlog I mentioned that I was thinking of branching out from just doing model reviews to the occasional toy review, which like the Dragon Dagger review I posted last week, which went over really quite well. I was happy with the response I got from that, and it was a fun experience. I liked doing it, though I kind of wish I had scripted something rather than just going completely off the cuff, because when I just go off the cuff, I have a tendency to ramble or pause or hem and haw a lot, as I'm sure you've probably noticed. Case in point. But I don't want to take away from what this channel was originally started for, which is to talk about modeling. Until very recently, when YouTube allowed me to change the name from Face Models to Face Forward, that's what it was called. It was called Face Models. I always had there was a disconnect in my head. I always wanted to talk about other stuff, but it was about, it would be kind of weird to talk about toys or paintball or guns, or my other passions, movies or video games or whatever, on a channel called Face Models. Now, even though it's not called Face Models anymore, technically, that's still what the bulk of my viewership is tuned in for. And, I'm not saying that, I'm anywhere near the top tier of even, YouTube's model building community. I have no illusions about that. I mean, yeah, okay, a few of my videos have got some pretty decent hit counts, but for the most part, I hover in the few hundred mark. I think I've got about 1,100 subscribers right now, which I'll admit is about 1,050 more than I ever thought I would have. So, thanks everyone out there who has subscribed, whether you're watching or not. I always like seeing that number go up. But I've been toying with the idea, rather than splitting the focus of this channel, of starting a new one. This one will carry on as it is, with the occasional model review. The bulk of them, I'll admit, are probably going to be Gundam or, other sci-fi type stuff like that for the time being, until such time as I might be able to actually do more in-depth modeling like I used to. But this new channel is going to have a broader focus. I think I want to start it off with kind of a little bit of information about my own gun collection and my paintball collection, and maybe do some toy reviews and whatnot. Not really sure totally yet, but I've been running through some ideas in my head for videos I'd like to do to launch it in the not too distant future. But we'll see what ends up being what. It's all just, in the ether. It's all just floating around in my head right now. I just kind of wanted to put it out there, see if anyone had any thoughts, any comments. I do appreciate all the comments that I have been getting. They've all generally been quite positive. So far, since I started posting videos again a couple of months ago, I don't think anyone has criticized me for saying decal as opposed to decal, which it still amazes me that that's a thing that, but I think that might even be more of a Western Canadian thing, because I've heard a lot of even like people from Ontario or further east than that who say decal. Like, there's a lot of people here in Alberta from Eastern Canada, and most of them, if I've heard them say that word, they pronounce it decal, and that always is weird to me. But it's just weird to me that I've gotten like angry comments about that. I was skimming through my channel and I found an old video and I glanced at it for a second, and someone actually called me retarded for pronouncing it that way, and I can't believe that. That's hilarious to me. But anyway, so that's kind of what's been on my mind. The next video to go up is going to be the unboxing review of the RX-78 version 3. I shot this a few days ago. Never got a chance to edit it. Actually I've already gotten started on the build, and there will be mention within the video of my plans to do a build-up review of that kit. Unfortunately, that part kind of didn't work out. I had shot about 3 hours of footage of the build-up, and when I went to go and copy it over to my laptop to save it so I could clear space to record this, I discovered that my memory card had completely shit the bed. It was totally corrupt. Every file, every bit of data, everything that was on that memory card was just gone. And I spent a good couple of hours trying to recover it to no avail. So unfortunately, that build-up is not going to happen. I do still have the footage of the unboxing, which I will edit and post within the next day or so. Probably late Saturday or Sunday, I think. And then once the Gundam is finished, then I will do an assembly review of it. But it's a good kit. I'm digging it a lot so far. I've got some criticism about it. So it's not all great. It's got some really neat features. It's got some really cool stuff going on, but it's not by any means perfect. But whatever. So yeah, that'll come up probably in the next day or two, and we'll see what goes from there. Do keep your eyes on my Twitter feed. I've been posting a lot there about kind of what's been on my mind regarding the future. And I do really want to I do really want to do more than just the modeling reviews. So that new channel, I've already started the channel, but right now it's just kind of blank. There's nothing on it. Nothing's formatted. So I'm not going to give the channel address just yet. But if I decide to go that route, that'll probably come up in the next month or so. And it'll probably launch with a look at my gun collection, which will be a series of videos, because as we all know, I tend to ramble, and I'll do like one video on each firearm, so I don't even know how many videos it'll be, probably between 6 and 10. Plus a few other ancillary gun-related videos and some other toy review videos. In the meantime, until I get that started, a couple of toy reviews might go up here. I just picked up a couple of Nintendo character action figures I may do reviews of. But those won't interfere too much with the regular model-related content. So I'm going to get back to work on RX-78 probably tonight. I'm going to see if I can finish it tonight. And I'll get this posted, well, if you're watching this, it's already posted, clearly. But I'll get the unboxing posted in the next day or so. So thanks everyone out there for watching, and happy modeling.